My name is Gregory Lathan.
We are LATHAN'S Way. LATHAN'S Way.
We are LATHAN'S Way.
We are
LATHAN'S Way. We are the bridge.
the bridge.
The Bridge. That was the name we decided upon at first. The year is 2006. The original members are myself, Leslie Warren, Kira Smith, and Wendell Jordan. And after performing with it for a few months, and we decided to type it in our search engines online to see how easily we would be found. And we found everything that had absolutely nothing to do with us, or anything to do with music even. So just for the sake of being easily accessible online, we knew we had to do something about the name. So a friend of mine, whom I've collaborated with a few times musically, by the name of Ricardo Esteban, and I sat down and discussed the name. He said, well, why not Lathan's Way? And I looked at him and I was like, why in the hell would we want to name the group that? It's like, hell no. Ooh, yeah. Following a musical theater path, I landed in New York. And doing the musical here, I met Leslie. Leslie's got this voice that, to me, sounds like an alto sax, maybe a soprano sax, depending on the day. She and I had a bit of a duet to sing in the musical, and I could hear from that point on that our voices liked each other really well. So I decided then that if I were to do anything with my own music, that she would be one of the first people I call.
Whenever you're away from me, I don't know how I make it through the night. No, baby, I need your body next to me. My loving arms wanna hold you tight. Ooh, that would make everything alright. I know how you like it, and boy, you know I'm with it. Just gotta have your arm to myself. It's all about you and me and no one else. More than just a craving, but my sanity you're saving. 'Cause I just can't get enough of your good stuff. Baby, give me all your love. 'Cause there ain't nothing better. My body's hungry for ya. Making me crazy the way I've been for you, baby. Ooh, so much deeper than some surface thrill. I'm addicted. It's a habit and I gotta have it all the time.
Kira and I found each other singing background for other local artists in New York. And then we also found each other working in the same churches, singing. And, and she just had this kind of a smoky, raspy, breathy kind of a flute sound. That, I've not heard a sound like that in a long while from different talent shows and variety shows that I've attended or participated in. She had a voice that I thought was unique, and I asked her to do this thing with me, and she was like, hell yeah.
Sitting in a cafe wondering where you at, sipping on my latte wearing a phone mustache. You said 4, it's 1/2 where you at. Don't wanna hear another one of your excuses. Don't mean to overreact, but I can't get used to this. Constantly waiting for you, another paranoia. So what was it this time?
My car had a flat tire.
That's what you said the last time.
Told you I'm not alive.
Your stories fail to add up. One day you're gonna get better. You
it took a minute to find just the right combination of voices for Lathan's Way. We had to undergo a few membership changes, in particular with the other male voice. But I think we have a great combination now, having the gem we found in C.B. Murray. And he's just got one of these bright voices that, regardless of how deep I may have him singing in the arrangements, his voice is just always so bright, and it almost shines, literally, when you hear it, if that makes any sense. Bright like an oboe. And, when we put all four of our heads together, and the chemistry is just right, and the energy and the spirit is moving through us, it's fire. I grew up listening to the sounds of Earth, Wind, and Fire, the OJs, Fifth Dimension, Friends of Distinction. These were all groups who were just doing some amazing things with their voices that just kept my attention. Quincy Jones is another one, but I think with him, as well as with Earth, Wind, and Fire, it wasn't just the voices, it was the strings and the horns, Thanks to my dad, I've always known groups like The Temptations, and I've known many groups from the doo-wop era even. By the time I was in high school, I was really in love with Take Six and the Manhattan Transfer. And these groups just set a very high standard for me musically. And I think Lathan's Way, I believe, is a conglomeration of all of those different influences. People were always asking us to perform in their churches. It didn't matter if we just finished performing in some dance hall or some smoky black box in the village, or, the playground. It didn't matter. Somebody was always spotting us and saying, come sing at our church, which, I was fine with the idea. Except I hadn't written any church music for us yet.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest faith, but wholly lean on Jesus' name.
Of course, it's easier to just take someone else's work and add our own flavor, our own spin to it, vamp it up a bit. But even in the church scene, I wanted to establish ourselves and really make a name for Lathan's Way. So I had to write some church music.
Keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. Keep me all the way. Keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. Keep me every day. Keep me, Lord, safe in your arms. Guide me, protect me from the devil's charms. Keep me, Lord. Keep me all the way. Keep me, Lord. Keep me every day.
we sing about my life. I suppose, because I mean, I'm writing all the lyrics, and my songs come from my life. You know, they're my stories, my defeats, my triumphs, my relationships, my heartbreaks, some of them, and you know, I like to incorporate humor into my lyrics because, you know, I love to laugh. You know, and my life is filled with laughter. It is. But like most people's lives, it's filled with many valuable lessons, and most of those lessons are song inspiring.
What is it with you that you just can't get a grasp? What is it with you? Is your head so far up your ass that you can't see the issue you're bringing on yourself? You can only blame you and no one else.
Luckily, we all get along, the four of us. We don't even argue about things like wardrobe, or, you know, I don't have to deal with people having diva attitudes or bitching about, you know, I don't want to stay on the end today, or I don't like when he's standing next to me because he's too loud, or I don't get enough solos, or God, thank God we don't have to deal with any of that foolishness.
It's so cool to finally get with you. I must admit you're looking well. Make yourself comfy and let's vibe. Enjoy the ride. It's about to be on up in here. This good chemistry makes it clear. Fate brought us together for love or whatever. I just want to tell you I'm so glad you came. With that sun in your smile that makes my day. When you need someone to sing you a smooth song, look my way, I'm feeling you. If you're feeling me, maybe we should be friends. Can you feel how the rhythm takes control? It digs deep inside your soul, gets in your pants, makes you wanna.
I believe there's a place in this universe for Lathan's Way. I believe there's an audience out there that is waiting for what we do, and we're on our way. We're on our way. Hopefully, really soon I can come back and get this shit out of here and get the pro video up in here, and, you know, with a camera over here and a camera over here and a camera right there. And, and instead of saying we're on our way, I can say we are here.
Just makes my day.